This is the College Investor Audio Show. Welcome. We are so honored that you're joining us today. If you want to check us out, you can dive deep on any topic we talk about in the podcast. There's an article associated with every single episode at thecollegeinvestor.com. Also, like us and follow us on all the things on social media. Just search for The College Investor and you'll find us. Today, we talk about the Trump administration resuming student loan forgiveness programs. Hip, hip. Hooray! The American Federation of Teachers and the U.S. Department of Education have temporarily resolved key disputes in a major federal lawsuit, challenging the handling of income-driven repayment and forgiveness programs. In a joint status report filed Friday, which you can actually see the PDF file if you want at thecollegeinvestor.com, in the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, both sides asked Judge Reggie B. Walton to deny, for now, the union's motions for a preliminary injunction and class certification. So those motions actually sought immediate relief for borrowers who said they were wrongly denied or delayed in receiving debt cancellation. Maybe you're in that camp. So the agreement allows the Department of Education to continue processing student loan forgiveness under the income-based repayment, IBR, income contingent repayment, ICR, and pay-as-you-earn programs while the lawsuit remains pending. So, the AFT, American Federation of Teachers, had filed suit earlier this year, which we talked about in an earlier podcast, alleging that the department was failing to provide legally required repayment plans and loan forgiveness. The lawsuit has a potential impact on millions of borrowers navigating overlapping repayment rules and deadlines, and it's so confusing. Here are the key terms of the agreement. Let's dive in a little bit deeper. Not going to go too deep today, but just to give you an overview. The new joint filing outlines a detailed temporary framework meant to protect borrowers as litigation continues. There are no more denials for partial financial hardship. The department agreed not to reject anybody applying for the IBR program plan solely because they lack a partial financial hardship, a standard rooted in a decades-old definition from the Higher Education Act. Borrowers denied on this basis since the 4th of July, 2025, will be invited to reapply once the department's systems are updated. The other thing is continued loan discharges. Borrowers already eligible for cancellation under all of these things, IBR, ICR, or pay, will continue to see their loans discharged, and the department confirmed that those whose payments exceed their final qualifying amount are going to receive reimbursements. Yay! Clarified tax treatment. The Education Department affirmed that it will not issue IRS Form 1099-C for borrowers whose loans are discharged in 2025, provided conditions in IRS Notice 2022-1 apply. However, the agency noted that final tax determinations remain under the authority of the IRS and the Treasury Department, not the Education Department. Public transparency. This is key. Over the next several months, the department must file 6 public status reports detailing application volumes, pending cases, decisions, and discharges across the income-driven repayment and PSLF buyback program. The first report will be due within 30 days after the current shutdown ends. The first report must also explain how the department identifies borrowers eligible for discharge and disclose how many IBR applications were denied after July 4th on financial hardship grounds. Here's what this means for student loan borrowers. For millions, and maybe you're in this camp, still repaying your loans, the agreement signals both relief and continued uncertainty at the same time, right? So by halting hardship-based denials, the Education Department effectively ensures that borrowers leaving the Saving on a Valuable Education or the SAVE plan or other repayment programs are not going to lose eligibility due to outdated definitions. Borrowers who became eligible for cancellation in 2025 under income-driven plans are going to be treated as having their loans discharged as of their eligibility date, not the later date when paperwork is processed. This clarification could prevent tax complications. The inclusion of PSLF buyback data also reflects ongoing efforts to monitor the program, which allows borrowers to receive credit for earlier periods of qualifying payments, but is experiencing significant delays. Here's what comes next. The court must still approve the agreement. If it is accepted, the case will remain open but paused while the department issues its reports and implements system updates. But for now, the most immediate benefit will be clarity for borrowers who applied for IBR after July 4th, 2025, but were rejected on financial hardship grounds. All those people are going to have an opportunity to reapply once processing systems are fixed, expected sometime in the winter of 2025. Borrowers, meanwhile, will at least get more transparency and actually get to see what's happening with the student loan system amidst all of the changes. So there's some light at the end of the tunnel. If you want to find out more, dive a little bit deeper into this and see more of the court case and everything, you can find it at thecollegeinvestor.com. Thanks so much for stopping by today, and we'll talk to you again real soon.